Welcome back, once more, into the fray. The world of Higurashi not exactly being kind to its characters, potentially having a way out, a miracle upon miracles, and yet falling so fast into oblivion. Satoko being once again at the mercy of her uncle, and certain characters giving up hope rather easily. How much and how far can destiny be avoided? We're going to have to find out, but it's going to be a tough journey getting there. We've seen the lengths that some of them have gone to before to help out. But what exactly is on the plate this time? Are they going to have to resort once again to deadly force? Or is there some way that the universe can help them? Or is it always a matter of helping themselves? Grab a drink, because we need to see. Negotiation. Wonder with who that is actually aimed at. I mean, we saw them take matters into their hands and go and try and argue a case for Satoko and her safety. But considering, it was a no-go, are they going to find a better way of actually getting through to them? And considering how defeatist Rika has been through all of this, I'm guessing that in all of the attempts that she's had so far, the years that she's spent in this summer hell, there hasn't been a particularly fruitful outcome for any of it. Because otherwise she'd probably try to steer them towards one answer or another. I know you're having lunch and just trying to attend school. We're getting everyone riled up so you can get into one big... get a rally going. How awful. And I'm sure they don't... she didn't particularly want them to know about it, but still, there's a limit to how much they can stay ignorant of the facts, even if they are in, like, 8. I wondered why the subtitles were shifted off to the side. It was to emphasize his sentence there, and I liked that. Yep, they are sitting on their laurels, waiting for everything to go through the proper channels so that they don't have any legal recourse against them. And he's leading a rebellion. If you're not going to help, stay out the way. The message once again. We're stronger together. Did he just happen to be walking past? Well, if you've got the principal now backing them in their plans, it's probably best to have as many adults as possible. The more people in a position of, maybe not power, but at least duty of care over her, saying the same thing. Well, find a room that is big enough. They each want to say their piece. They did have a room. The liars. I appreciate that they are being cautious, but unfortunately the ones most directly affected by it do not have the luxury of time. I wonder why asking the affected themselves in front of their abusers would get the answer of no, everything is fine. Granted, would be a key factor if she could actually admit it as well, but once she's broken beyond repair or dead, that's when they'll step in. Getting angry and lashing out in a meeting like this probably wouldn't resolve too much, but once again, they just, back off. You've gotten a bunch more people all vying for her safety, joining forces, and since it is their first time, they're not jaded by it all. They're not giving up so easily. A slogan, right? So I'm guessing it has more actual merit and history behind those words than just a proverb. I wonder if there's actually going to be rocks being thrown. What? So we just need to find some new people to join in with their fight here. Maybe like, the main girl herself. So to save their friend, they have to unshackle the name of the... Unshackle her family name from the events. After that... Dessert fiesta. Also, I like that it's this guy again. Was it the baseball dude who just really likes sweets? And not deserving of your attention. Questioning his very being like that. He is rallying an army. I guess, yeah, if she is such a big part of their lives. Beautiful Girl Alliance. So they've definitely got a start of making this force. I would like if there was some others that would fight fight for them. But they are raising a mob. Hopefully this won't turn into like mob justice type stuff. We've seen what that can go south quickly. I mean, they did say getting the whole town behind them and each head that joins them means they'll be more powerful. Oh? If they can't mobilize the group itself to do something about it, them themselves on maybe their personal downtime. And what about Dr. Man himself? Is everyone actually going to make it, or is... Fancy meeting you here? Now, what could he possibly want to achieve after... But if it becomes a police matter... I mean, yes, but what is he trying to warn off in particular? Which means constant... I was going to say constant checkups with the welfare people. Getting them in contact with the uncle, then he gets a little defensive and lashes out. No, this is going after the Sonozaki family instead. So they know what's going on. They know that everyone's working together. Well, considering he has several people or members of the Sonozaki family being key figureheads of this movement. Well, we're so lucky to have his cautious words. It is good to see that he has fervent belief in his friends. Wondered what that thing was. Was it a smirk, a smile, a cheer against fate itself? Or a grimace? And just... Uh-huh. And what became of it? Was it, okay, you go to school. And then that's it? And she does look a little worn down. She has been coached to respond in one way only. He is taking full advantage of the situation of that guardianship. Not just physical, but everything else lodged on top of it. Okay. Is she going to break the moment a little bit of kindness is given to her? This is somewhat of a area of safety for her. Remember, this is her choice as a sort of redemption for things that's happened in the past. Are some of these words actually going to work in their favour that they're telling her? So, are you going to mention the fever again? And they have actually lobbied a large quantity of the town to try and help out. The dreams are back. Rely on your friends. They're there to help. I think that is a big part of it. We were told constantly, she herself needs to do something about it, needs to admit there's something wrong. But is that the way to fight through fate itself? Not just one of them, but all of them need to act out. Need to join in the fight against the universe itself. Just heavy footsteps itself can trigger that kind of trauma. So, oh yeah, the daily shots. If she's been kept away and locked away for 3 days, not being able to take them. I like that it's coming back and focusing on that in the midst. Is it dark stain? What are we doing a Rorschach test? Right, so her current fear of her uncle means she will see it around every corner. That was sudden and immediate. So using that fear as leverage. Jesus. And if only some other characters had access to these injections earlier on. The room will be destroyed. Okay. So that's more of a... he's threatened her of removing the last remnants of her brother away. More than fear of her own safety or anything, the memory of her brother is what's holding her prisoner. They might join you in that crusade. That's why he needs to keep things under wraps for now. But it is difficult with this because, going through the normal routes isn't going to work because you have an unhinged bastard using trauma to get what they want and hold them down in servitude. And we know the universe itself is vying for a violent outcome. Did they have to come in uniform, by the way? Oh, I guess they didn't have a room to house like 60-odd people this time. I mean, she is the one that spent the most time with her. She is her best friend. She also has much more information around this world than others. Oh, look who's back. So is she going to actually do something, try and break through to her? Who? She can't be a casual observer to all of this. She's also part of the puzzle. And now we have a possible work through. So, having the others try and extend a hand. If only she had thought of it sooner, maybe this wouldn't have got as bad as it has. Also, is no one paying attention to the fact that Rika's just muttering to herself in the corner over here? Unless it's, internal monologue to the spirit. Yeah, don't rely on Keiji to be the one that undoes the destiny of this world. She can have quite the part in it too. And something that she's set her mind to. Not something that she can actually back down from and give up. The issue being Satoru's fear of the shadows. Everything's out together. There's something out there. And this point being her uncle. The uncle itself holding the room hostage, although to what extent is just idle threats because it will placate and control her. And how much is he actually willing to burn down his part of his own home? This back and forth, the constant, okay, we'll get someone to talk about it. Go to the child welfare office. Nope, nothing's going to get done. Okay, we'll get some more people. Nope, nothing's going to get done. Okay, we'll get some more people. Nope, nothing's going to get done. Yeah, that sounds about right for bureaucracy and matters of such. All I hope now is that with what Satoko said after returning back to the school, that, there's that way someone came. doesn't mean the uncle is going to take further drastic actions, knowing that the rope is closing in on him. Knowing that there's an active party out there leading to, or hoping to lead to her protection and safety. At least we know that nothing itself could happen to Rika herself, so if she puts herself directly in harm's way, those that were there to try and protect her, the ones that said, no, we can't take action because we're just here for defense, will have to step in. Is that where this is going to lead? I do wonder how exactly everything is going to play out. I'm expecting Satoko to be in a horrid state after this, mainly because, after several days of missed injections and whatnot, she's going to rapidly decline. But also, we've seen the uncle have to take action, send her to school because we've got someone snooping around. Even though it's not her doing, I can see this getting so close to perfection and working out and then losing it all at the end. The fact that they're having to take such extreme lengths, gather a crowd of disregard to try and push something along. Imagine everyone else that doesn't have that kind of luxury, those that are trapped in a situation like this where the system itself is working against you. Granted, there are safeguards in place so that mistakes don't happen. We have seen, or at least I have seen in the past, what happens if there are some zealous operatives who are taking matters into their own hands, convinced themselves that something is wrong when there isn't, and torn families apart. But when a case is so clear and open and shut like this one, maybe some less stringent adherence to the rules are in order. But also, one big thing that came out of this, Rika herself admitting or acknowledging that she is a part of this cycle. She can't just sit around and see what everyone else is doing. She needs to step forward, act. If this is a 1 in a million miracle chance, then why throw it away now without going fully into it? My only worry is if this is a 1 in a million chance and a eventuality that seems so implausible, if it fails, what then? Is there a way forward? Is there a solution? Well, at least some of them are picking up on the habits of the past, what they've experienced before. Maybe next time they'll bring it up as well. I'm sure there's a lesson or two to be learned from all of this, and just don't know what it is yet. And I want to see the aliens. Or the government conspiracy. Or the zombies. Or any of the other supernatural dumb elements that have not quite yet been explored. But this is something that Higurashi has done pretty well all the way through it, is mixing up that element of mystery of what the hell is going on, sliced in with kind of a situation that many of us can, if not have experienced, could picture and imagine pretty easily. An abusive family relationship is something that can, to one degree or another, be related to. I just wonder, what's the next fly in the ointment? What's the next spanner in the works to really gum up everything? I guess Satoko herself not trusting in her friends, that would be a major one. We'll have to see though. So, if you enjoyed Higurashi, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing so you don't miss out the future episodes. But definitely take care of yourselves. Rest up well if you can, because I want to see you for the next one. Each and every one of my patrons have allowed me to maintain a little bit of sanity, give me hope for the future, and are the ones that are coaxing me into believing that there is help out there. So if you would also like to keep this channel running, protect me from the abusive relationship that is the YouTube algorithm, consider joining on to my Patreon as well, and be alongside the likes of M.O, Noku, Sao, Guado, Kite, Wolfie Sensei, and everyone else. And I really am just so happy to have you here.